Number 1. Acoustics 3000i 5.1 Home Theater Speaker Package. This surround sound speaker system produces the best overall performance thanks to a pair of impressive and musical floor-standing speakers sitting either side of an equally accomplished center speaker. As a result, dialogue is crystal clear, no matter how frenetic the soundtrack. At the rear, two smaller bookshelf speakers are on surround duties, providing pinpoint effects, while the slimline subwoofer handles the low end, giving blockbusters greater bass impact. The build quality is exceptional considering the price, with precision-cut curved cabinets and rigid bracing developed for the high-end Concept 500 speaker. The resulting delivery is tighter and more cohesive, while identical drivers create a tonally balanced sound field. The performance is dynamic and engaging, making the system hard to fault, although while the subwoofer is flexible in terms of positioning, it doesn't go as deep as some of the competition. We can live with that. Number 2. Focal SIB Evo 5.1.2 Home Cinema System. This surprisingly compact surround sound speaker system creates the best immersive audio experience with object-based Dolby Atmos and DTS:X soundtracks thanks to dedicated upward-firing drivers built into the top of the front left and right speakers. There's a center speaker that can be installed vertically or horizontally, and matching speakers for the rear channels. The setup is completed by a small but powerful ported subwoofer that does a great job at boosting the overall bass response. The use of identical drivers in all the speakers results in a tonally balanced delivery, with effects smoothly steered around the room, while the well-integrated bass ensures a cohesive sound field. The upward-firing drivers are effective at creating the two front overhead channels, but the lower and flatter the ceiling, the better. The speakers use a contemporary design, are well made, and easy to set up. In fact, the only real complaint at this price are the fiddly speaker terminals. Number 3. Samsung HWQ950A Soundbar. Multi-box soundbar systems have become a popular alternative to surround sound systems with separate speakers, in no small part because they can offer a lot of complex speaker features, but in a way that's much easier to set up and manage. Our favorite of these is the Samsung HWQ950A, which features 22 speakers squeezed into 4 separate boxes, a large front soundbar, 2 small rear speakers, and a subwoofer. Samsung notes that it produces 11 channels of surround sound and 4 channels of height for Dolby Atmos, and while you shouldn't expect it to deliver the same effect that having 11 real speakers around you would, it certainly hits the same level as having 5 speakers around you, and that's what we're after. The 4 up-firing drivers also add not just height, but some positioning to that height. At its best, Dolby Atmos creates a dome of sound around you, and that's what you get here. The sound is powerful and really feels three-dimensional, small effects and voices come through clear, and when it needs to ramp up for action scenes, it truly astounds you that you're not surrounded by bigger speakers. Number 4. Sony HTA9 7.1.4 CH High-Performance Home Theater Speaker System. This surround sound speaker system from Sony represents a hybrid design that combines the plug-and-go convenience of a soundbar with the experience of a full multi-channel separate speaker system. The HTA9 is based around 4 active speakers that use built-in amplification, multiple drivers and Sony's 360 spatial sound mapping tech to generate the effect of additional phantom speakers around the room, immersing you in an acoustic dome. The speakers all connect wirelessly to a central hub, while built-in microphones optimize the sound field, thus maximizing the performance and minimizing the fuss. The system doesn't require an AV receiver, is easy to install, and highly flexible because the spatial sound mapping adapts the processing to your specific environment and speaker layout. The basic system isn't cheap, and you'll need to add a Sony SAW3 subwoofer to get the full bass impact, but the results are phenomenal. There's no dedicated center speaker, though if you connect to support Sony Bravia TVs, the TV itself will act as the center, but the 4 other speakers ensure a cohesive and tonally matched system. There's support for both Dolby Atmos and DTS:X object-based audio, and only the limited number of inputs disappoints. Number 5. Yamaha YAS 207BL Soundbar. This soundbar is proof you don't need a full separate home theater system to enjoy surround sound, even if it is of the virtual kind rather than proper surround sound. DTS Virtual X helps emulate the kind of immersive audio you'd usually only get from a 7.1.4 setup, and it does a mighty fine job of it too, with a much bigger, more enveloping sound than you would expect from such diminutive dimensions. The sound field is layered with plenty of texture and detail, while there's plenty of dynamism and crispness on show. In a word, superb. If you're looking for a 4K Blu-ray player to buddy up with the Yamaha, the Sony UBPX700 is for you. It delivers a stunningly detailed 4K picture. Images are wonderfully subtle, yet sharp as you like, while the skin tones are rendered in jaw-droppingly lifelike hues.